And a new study by the researchers from INSERM and the National University of Singapore has linked higher screen exposure during early childhood with poorer academic performance and weaker working memory later in childhood. The study analyzed data from 502 children in the growing up stage in Singapore towards healthy outcomes, or GUSTO, birth cohort. The researchers tracked the children's screen exposure at 6 different ages and then compared it with their academic performance at age 9 and working memory at around age 10 and a half. The study, published in the World Journal of Pediatrics, found that screen exposure during infancy was particularly associated with later outcomes. Children who spent more time looking at screens at around age 1 were more likely to have poorer academic performance and weaker working memory later on. Screen use around age 6 was also linked to poorer outcomes, suggesting that infancy and the early school years may be particularly important periods. The researchers say one possible explanation is that more screen time may reduce the time children spend on activities that support development, including playing, reading, and interacting with parents. But the findings do not mean that all screen use has the same effect. A 2020 review led by researchers at the University of Calgary analyzed 42 studies involving almost 19,000 children. It found that higher screen use was generally associated with weaker language skills, but educational content and watching screens with a caregiver were associated with better language outcomes. The review also found that children who started using screens at a later age tended to have stronger language skills.